Hey guys, so congratulations, you have finished skincare school and now you're ready to study for a state board. So, I'm going to break down the chapters a little bit differently than your layout that you're probably used to from your skincare classes. We're going to start with chapter 10. Chapter 10 is going to be in your foundations book. It's going to be in the textbook that's a little bit thinner. The Milady's textbook that I believe it is all black. Some of the objectives that were covered during this chapter was explaining the beauty business, outlining the requirements of owning a business, describing what is booth rent, identifying the elements of a successful salon, a spa, or a barbershop, and lastly, listing the marketing strategies for building your business. So, if any of those objectives you feel like I just named that you may not have grasped fully, go back over that chapter and review it. This chapter was pretty self-explanatory, especially if you have a business outside of your skincare business that you are pursuing. Some of these terms were relatively familiar to you. So, we're going to run through the glossary of this particular chapter. We're going to go over the terms. As I say them, I'm going to say what the definition is and what the definition is per the text so that you can be prepared for a state board. So the first term was your business operation. So your business operation is going to be the recurring process or the activities that are involved in running your business for the purpose of producing an income and value. So this is going to be the things that you do from day to day to produce your dollar amount. So the next thing is your business plan. What is your business plan? So your business plan is going to be a written description of your business as you see it, not only just for today, but as you foresee it in the next 5 years. There were some 7 key pieces that I wanted to go over for the business plan if you did not have them written down. So the business plan is not only a good idea for those wanting to get into a larger facility of a larger spa or salon, but even if you want to get a suite, and even if you don't plan to get any funding from a bank, and you plan to do things out of pocket, a business plan is going to help keep you looking forward. It's going to help you, give you some clarity to what you're trying to do with your business. And like I said, and what do you want? What do you want? Where do you want it to be? What do you want it to evolve into? So here are the 7 key pieces. So the 7 key pieces were your executive summary, your summary of your plan, and a list of your objectives. Your vision statement. Your vision statement is going to be a little bit closely to your mission statement, but do not confuse the two. Your mission statement is really going to be your long-term picture of what the business is to become and what that's going to look like. Versus your mission statement is a description or a guide of that key strategic influence of the business. Kind of like your map of it, such as the market it will serve, your kinds of services it will offer, and the quality of those services too, because not all services are created equal. Your organizational plan. So this is going to be your outline of your employee and your management levels and their descriptions of how the business will be run or ran on an administratively level. This is going to be your day-to-day operations. This is how your business operates. You're going to need a marketing plan. There's going to be some financial documents. So your supporting documents as well as some business policies. One thing that I also stress to my students is have a business policy. Again, despite the size that you may be anticipating on developing, big or small, have policies in place. Again, the policies are going to help keep the structure to your business. So right into that. So your policies. So what is your policies? That's going to be your rules, your regulations that are adopted by business to ensure that all your clients and your associates are being treated fairly and consistently. So you want to have that fairly and consistency there. It just creates some balance, like I said, and creates some structure within your business. Next is going to be business regulation and laws. That's going to be any and all local and state and federal regulations and laws that you must comply with when you decide to open your business or rent a booth. You cannot tell your board, whether that be the board of cosmetology or if you fall under the board of nursing, that you did not know something. That is your responsibility or our responsibility as skincare therapists, licensed estheticians, to be aware of what your rules and regulations and laws are within your state, local, and federal parameters. Your next term is capital. What is capital? Capital is another name for your dollars. Remember, capital money that you're going to need to invest in your business. Even if you decide to go within a spa that already has an established clientele, they already have supplies and equipment, you still need to invest in capital within your education. So don't ever think that you're not going to need any money to invest within your business. Supplies, the text has it consumption supplies, but just think of supplies that's going to be in your daily business operation, things that you're going to need to use to wax, do your facials, body treatments, and so forth. Demographics is going to be your information about a specific population, including data on race, age, income, and educational attainment. Think about when you think of demographics, think of when you get applications, any application of any sort that's asking for your name, your address, your income, your date of birth, your race. Those kind of things are your demographics. So that's a key way to remember the term demographics. Goals. What are going to be your goals? Your goals are going to be a set of benchmarks that once achieved help you realize your mission and your vision. Goals are things that you want to attain. Goals are things that you want to, I wouldn't say strive for, but pursue, manifest. Those are going to be your goals. You're going to need insurance. Insurance is going to be another term within the chapter. We're in chapter 10, the beauty business, if you are just catching up. So insurance is going to guarantee protection, not only against your clients, but also against you. So it's going to guarantee protection against financial loss from malpractice, your property liability, any type of fire, burglary, and theft, and any type of business interruption. So insurance is going to be very, very important. Marketing. What is marketing? Marketing is going to be a strategy for how goods and services are brought, sold, and exchanged in the marketplace. Marketplace is just the marketplace, how economics goes around. Don't really know any other way to explain that. Partnerships. What are going to be your partnerships? So your partnerships are your business structures in which two or more people, they're going to share ownership, although not necessarily equal. You can have a partnership with someone and it may not necessarily be 50-50. It can be 60-40. It can be 49-51. It can be 45-55. That's a split that I had when I was at a spa before. So, it can be all different types of partnerships. Personnel, when you hear personnel, think of staff, employee. That's going to be when you think of personnel. You are a personnel when you work at any type of business of some sort and you're an employee. That's what your employees are going to be considered if you decide to be a business owner. Record keeping. What is going to be record keeping? Record keep is going to be maintaining accurate and complete records of all your financial activities in your business. Anything that you buy, any money that's coming in, it needs to be recorded. It's going to help keep your books balanced. And if your books were to ever get audited by the IRS, you have some supporting documents to support whatever it is that they're requesting. Retail supplies. Your retail supplies are going to be your supplies that's sold to your clients. Do not confuse your retail supplies with your back bar items. Your back bar items are going to be items that you're going to be using within your treatment. Sole proprietor. So that's going to be any individual owner and most often the manager of the business as well. So if you decide to rent a suite, go into business for yourself and you and only you are a sole proprietor. Your vision statement. What's your vision statement? Remember, I mentioned this piece earlier. I say don't get it confused with your mission statement. So again, your vision statement is going to be your long-term picture of what the business is to become and what it will look like when it gets there. Lastly, your written agreements. Your written agreements are going to be documents that govern the opening of a business, including leases, vendor contracts, employee contracts, and more, all of which detail, usually for legal purposes, who does what and what is given in return. So that's pretty simple. To sum all of that up, that is Jane Doe works 4 days a week at 6 hours each day. She works off a 45% commission split. And this is the legal contract that's saying that this is the binding agreement that her and I have agreed on with this particular schedule, with this particular compensation rate for the hours and time that she's given for those services. So think of it that way. So those are going to be your terms for chapter 10. Again, the objectives for this chapter, you should be able to explain what is the beauty business. What is it that I'm getting into exactly? How am I going to be compensated? What options do I have when I get into this business, which is either owning your business, booth rent. One is not mentioned in the text, but is commonly used in the industry, especially initially when you get out into the industry, and that is a split commission. That is what I had when I was out in the industry. I think it's an excellent way of being compensated. But again, in regards to the text and studying for state board, the two that they focus on is owning your own business and and doing booth rent. Also identifying what are your key elements that qualifies a business to be successful. What qualifies this salon, this spa, or this barbershop to be successful facility. And lastly, listing marketing strategies for building your business. What are some things that you can implement into your business that will help you market your business and market your business effectively? So that is chapter 10, guys. The beauty business. We're going to be moving on to the next chapter. Your next chapter is going to be chapter 9. Also going to be from this book, your foundations book. Again, you should have been looking within the small foundations book, my lady's foundations book. And that's going to be on the job. What happens on the job. So I'll see you guys in chapter 9.